All right, welcome YouTube. This is my Human Anatomy Digestive System notes lectures. Start with the side notes, and I'll move to the main ones. CHS, glucose, or CHO, glucose, CHO, glucose, CHO, glucose. Lipid, fatty acid, lipid, fatty acid, lipid, fatty acid. Protein, amino acid, protein, amino acid, protein, amino acid, protein, amino acid. Digestion. The goal is to put food in form that can be utilized by cells. This involves mechanical and chemical breakdown of food. Alimentary canal, mouth, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, small intestines, anal canal. Digestion. Goal is to put food in form that can be utilized by the cell. This involves mechanical breakdown of food. Alimentary canal, mouth, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, small intestines, anal canal. Alimentary canal, mouth, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, small intestines, anal canal. Accessory, pancreas, liver, gallbladder. Accessory organs to digestion, pancreas, liver, gallbladder. Digestion. Goal is to put food in the form that can be utilized by cells. This involves mechanical and chemical breakdown of food. 4 distinct layers of the alimentary canal. Mucosa, submucosa, muscular layer, serous layer. Again, that is 4 distinct layers of the alimentary canal. Mucosa, submucosa, muscular layer, serous layer. Mucosa, simple columnar epithelium, goblet cells. Mucosa, simple columnar epithelium, goblet cells. Submucosa, nerve, blood, lymphatic supply. Submucosa, nerve, blood, lymphatic supply. Muscular layer, smooth, circular, lateral muscle. Muscular layer, smooth, circular, lateral muscle. Serous layer, connective tissue. Serous layer, connective tissue. So the 4 distinct layers of the alimentary canal. Abdomen, organs. Parietal, peritoneum, visceral, peritoneum, abdomen, organs. Parietal, peritoneum, visceral, peritoneum, abdomen, organs. Parietal, peritoneum, visceral, peritoneum, submucosal plexus. Glandular secretions, menetric plexus, muscular contraction. Submucosal plexus, glandular secretions. Submucosal plexus, glandular secretions. Submucosal plexus, glandular secretions. Menetric plexus, muscular contraction. Menetric plexus, muscular contraction. Menetric plexus, muscular contraction. 2 basic movements of the canal. Peristalsis, forward movement. Segmentation gets broken up and digested. 2 basic movements of the canal. Peristalsis, forward movement. Segmentation gets broken up, digestion. Peristalsis, forward movement. Segmentation gets broken up, digested. Innervation of the canal, sympathetic, fight or flight, digestion slows. Parasympathetic, automatic, CNS, automatic function of organs. Innervation of the canal, sympathetic and parasympathetic. Sympathetic, fight or flight, digestion slows. Parasympathetic, autonomic, CNS, automatic function of organs, innervation of canal, sympathetic, fight or flight, digestion slows, parasympathetic, automatic, CNS, automatic function of organs, mouth, cheeks, lips, tongue, plate, teeth, mouth, cheeks, lips, tongue, plate, teeth, mouth, cheeks, lips, tongue, plate, teeth, mouth, cheeks, aids in maintaining food in mouth, chewing, swallowing, cheeks, aids in maintaining food in mouth, chewing, swallowing, lipids provide complete competence to the oral cavity, lips provide competence to oral cavity during mastication and at rest, lips provide competence to oral cavity during mastication and at rest, tongue, swallowing, pharynx, plate, barrier between digestion and respiratory tract, plate, barrier between digestion and respiratory tracts, teeth, chewing, break up food, food becomes bolus when it leaves the mouth, food becomes bolus when it leaves the mouth, salivary glands secrete saliva, fluid, water, electrolytes, mucus, and enzymes. Salivary glands secrete saliva, which functions to parotid, submandibular, sublingual, which functions to parotid, submandibular, sublingual, secrete saliva, fluid, water, electrolytes, mucus, and enzymes, which function to parotid, water secretion, submandibular, provide majority of saliva, sublingual, makes thick mucinous fluid, sublingual makes a thick mucinous fluid. Pharynx connects nasal and oral cavities with larynx and esophagus. Pharynx connects nasal and oral cavities with the larynx and esophagus. There's three parts of the pharynx: nasopharynx, oropharynx, laryngopharynx. Three parts of the pharynx are nasopharynx, oropharynx, laryngopharynx. Three parts of the pharynx is nasopharynx, oropharynx, laryngopharynx. Nasopharynx connects nasal passages to rest of respiratory. Nasopharynx connects nasal passages to rest of respiratory. Oropharynx, it allows food and fluid to pass through mouth. Oropharynx, it allows food and fluid to pass through mouth. Laryngopharynx, lungs, esophagus, regulates the passage of air to the lungs and food and fluid to the esophagus. Laryngopharynx, lungs, esophagus, regulates passage of air and air to the lungs and food and fluid to the esophagus. Esophagus, mucosa, submucosa. Esophagus, shape and connections. Esophageal, muscular valve. Esophagus, shape and connections, muscular valve. Esophagus, mucosa, submucosa, shape and connections, muscular valve. Esophageal sphincter allows food in stomach, cardiac sphincter. Esophageal sphincter allows food in stomach, cardiac sphincter. Stomach leaves stomach as chyme. Food leaves stomach as chyme. Food leaves stomach as chyme. Stomach specialized for mixer. Cardiac region keeps stomach contents. Cardiac region keeps stomach contents from backing up into esophagus. Cardiac region keeps stomach contents from backing up into esophagus. Cardiac region keeps stomach contents from backing up into esophagus. Fundus, body pyloric region. Fundus, body pyloric region. Fundus, body pyloric region. Fundus collects digestive gases. Fundus collects digestive gases. Fundus of stomach collects digestive gases. Body of stomach, middle of body, store, break down food. Body, middle of body, store, break down food. Stomach is the middle of the body, store and break down food. Pyloric region, exit. Pyloric region, exit. Pyloric region, exit. Small intestines, 3 portions. Duodenum, jejunum, ileum. Small intestines, duodenum, jejunum, ileum. Small intestines, 3 portions. Duodenum, jejunum, ileum. Duodenum, digestion occurs. Duodenum, digestion occurs. Jejunum, digestion between duodenum and ileum. Jejunum, digestion between duodenum and ileum. Ileum, ileocecal valve. Ileum, ileocecal valve. Small intestines to large intestines. Small intestines to large intestines. Mesentery anchors intestines in place. Mesentery anchors intestines in place. Specialization of organs wall. Chyme, HCI, pepsin, gastric lapse. Chyme, HCI, pepsin, gastric lapse. Pancreatic amylase, CHO, glucose. Pancreatic amylase, CHO, glucose. Pancreatic lipase, lipid fatty acid. Pancreatic lipase, lipid fatty acid. Pancreatic protease, proteins, amino acid. Pancreatic protease, amino acid. Those are the insulin and glucose. Pancreatic amylase, pancreatic lipase, pancreatic protease, insulin, glucose. Large intestines, cecum, appendix, lymphatic. Cecum, appendix, lymphatic. Cecum, appendix, lymphatic. Large intestines, cecum, appendix, lymphatic. Large intestines, 4 portions of the colon, ascending, transverse, descending, sigmoid. 4 portions of the colon, ascending, transverse, descending, sigmoid. Rectum is there to hold stool until evacuation happens. Rectum holds stool until evacuation happens. Specialization of organ wall. Specialization of organs wall. Rectum holds stool until evacuation happens. Specialization of organs wall. Pancreas, head, body, tail, secretion, pancreatic juice, cells that produce pancreatic juice, amylase, lipase, protease, pancreatic duct, pancreas, head, body, tail, secretion equals pancreatic juice, cells that produce pancreatic juice, amylase, lipase, protease, pancreatic duct, cells that produce pancreatic juice, amylase, lipase, protease, pancreatic duct. Liver, right and left lobes separated by falciform ligament. Quadrate and caudate lobes, hepatic lobulus, diffuse oxygen and nutrients through their capillary walls into liver cells. Common hepatic duct, a tube that carries bile from the liver. Liver, right and left lobes are separated by the falciform ligament. Quadrate and caudate lobes, hepatic lobules diffuse oxygen and nutrients through their capillary walls into liver cells. Common hepatic duct, a tube that carries bile from the liver. liver right and left lobes, separated by falciform ligament. Quadrate and caudate lobes. Hepatic lobulus diffuses oxygen, nutrients through their capillary walls into liver cells. Hepatic lobulus diffuses oxygen and nutrients through their capillary walls into liver cells. Common hepatic duct, a tube that carries bile from the liver. Common hepatic duct, a tube that carries bile from the liver. Gallbladder, pear-shaped sac, common bile duct. Cystic duct, common bile duct. Muscular walls. Gallbladder, pear-shaped sac, common bile duct. Cystic duct, common bile duct. Muscular walls. Gallbladder, pear-shaped sac, common bile duct. Cystic duct, common bile duct. Cystic duct, common bile duct. Muscular walls.